Secret Service Sam here, and you must see this video of this elderly white woman who is outside the court building who claims that she was inside the court building and saw the video, and she has something much different to report than what we're hearing.
Never killed that child. He fell.
Yes.
He fell on him. It wasn't the cleat. And he had that in his hand.
Yeah, the tool is like a little tool like this, like a screwdriver.
So he was innocent
Completely, because you're allowed to have that tool as a track athlete to tighten up your cleats.
Yeah. Okay, and he had it in his hand. And the other kid fell on that. I saw him. I saw him.
No, Didi, why not? You said
I saw the other kid trip.
You the one.
And that's why I said he was innocent.
Gotcha.
That's why I've always said he was innocent.
So,
now, people have brought up the fact is, what does this elderly white woman have to gain by lying about this, right? She says she was inside the courtroom. We need to verify that. Also, my question, why did Karmelo never take the stand in his own defense? Like, what was this defense team doing? What was Mike Howard and Toby Shook really doing to help Karmelo get off? A lot of this. Why were the black jurors waived? Why is there no transcript? Why are the only witnesses members of the track team? It's just, this is not adding up. There wasn't a single person who admitted that Karmelo lunged at the boys. So it just makes no sense. And the reason everybody is so upset is because literally 1 week earlier, Rick Chow gets off for shooting Cyrus Carmack Belton in the back, gets off for self-defense, and then when this self-defense happens to this young black man, nothing, gets the book thrown at him.
So this Karmelo Anthony case is very interesting. And people are asking all over the place, where is the actual footage, Because remember, they shut off all the cameras inside the courtroom, so nobody can go, nobody can see it. We didn't get a chance to see the trial. We're going off of what we heard on what went on in the trial. Now, they have some grainy footage that people were saying that they saw, but you couldn't really see anything that was happening. But now you have scores of people coming out saying that they paid ISD and went to the school district and saw the whole actual video. Some saying that they saw 11 minutes, some saying they saw 12 minutes, right? I'm waiting for the family to come out because they're requesting that they need financial help. And I don't expect them to come out and say anything, but I'm expecting the family to come out and say, hey, either we can speak on this, we can't speak on that, but we're hearing that there's another video. You guys have to say something, in my opinion. Something, right? You can't just go by and say nothing when you have people coming out and saying that they saw the video, right? You guys can at least come out and say, well, hey, we're aware of something, so that way you can help the people out that's supporting you, right? I believe that these people have been getting horrible counsel since this thing started. But let's look at some of the people that actually saw this video, and they're coming out now and they're telling everybody, and they've been telling everybody before the trial even started, what they saw.
Yeah, so again, my name is Tony Sturdivant. I was one of the individuals that put in a FOIA request to see the video. What I saw was starkly different from the testimony that I heard given in the trial. There were 6 kids that walked up, 2 splintered off. I guess that part of was introduced in the trial where they went to deflect the coach. The other 4 walked directly to Karmelo Anthony. There was a brief conversation, I say maybe 20, 30 seconds, and from there a scuffle ensued. It didn't last long. Karmelo backed out the back of the canopy. He looked one way, looked to the left, and flew down those bleachers. Now, this is the video that was presented to us. This is the questions that I have, though. Why wasn't that video presented in court? And is it the true video? Because, again, it's starkly different from the testimony given in the trial. Karmelo Anthony flew down those bleachers, fell at the bottom of the bleachers, got up, took off. It was maybe 2 or 3 kids that you can see kind of give chase, but Karmelo was gone, so they weren't even going to put a finger on him and touch him. Again, there was a scuffle that ensued at the top of the bleachers, and Karmelo got it there. But I don't know why that was not brought up in court. I don't know why that was shown. I don't know if the ISD gave us a bogus ass video. I don't know, but that's what I saw.
Hello, everybody. I'm an advocate for Karmelo Anthony. My name is T. And when I went to see the video, they ask if you want to see it from either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Karmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy. And he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent. And then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame, and the other one sat at the bottom. But the remaining 4, they went directly to Karmelo Anthony. And like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. And we know from the interviews that Hunter did, we know that Hunter was, in fact, up underneath that tent. The next thing you see, you can see Karmelo in the midst of them assaulting him. You can see Karmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward. The next thing you see is Karmelo, he comes shooting out the back, but he's still not standing. And he had to like kind of crab crawl backwards, and he had to like jerk away from them because they still had a hold of his hoodie. He goes up a couple bleachers and he's looking around for which way to go. He runs diagonally down the bleachers and then he falls. At the time of him falling, that's when I noticed another 3 boys coming down the bleachers chasing after him. But once Karmelo got up, he took off. You didn't see him for the rest of the video. At no point in that video do you see Hunter holding his brother. At no point in that video do you see those boys ever going back to the tent and sitting down. That was all a lie. And I also have questions. I don't know how the defense did not play that video, because when you see that video, it was self-defense. Karmelo was only 5'8", 130-something pounds, and Austin and Hunter Metcalf were 6'1", 220-something pounds. So for people to say that he should have used his hands, people can die from fights, from people using their hands. And that's all I'm going to say for right now.
Now, you have a lot of people giving their opinions as to how this thing happened. But again, I'm waiting for the parents to come out because they were in court, and you have people that were in court, right? I'm fighting for the parents, but I need to see a little bit more fight from the parents. I need them to be just a little bit more vocal, right? Because I believe that their lack of being vocal is what's causing this, right? Not being strong enough. Because Austin is unalive. Karmelo is still alive, but he's on an unjust sentence. So we got to fight for him. So you have people arguing tooth and nail, night and day for you on your behalf and even giving money. You got to say something. Somebody got to say something. Because if we have all of these people saying that they saw this video and you guys were in court, you guys was under the attorney and they played it, you guys have to come out and tell us, are you aware of this video? Are you aware that there's more minutes to the video? Are you aware? We don't know anything. So I believe I'm imploring them. You have to come out now and let us know what's up. That's just my opinion. Now we're hearing that this woman Tiffany Billions has released a video. Now this is all alleged because I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this AI. I don't know. They're saying that this is some of the grainy footage that was shown to the jurors in court, but this is not the footage that these people are saying that they saw. This is where the parents got to come out and say something, in my opinion, my humble opinion, right? But Secret Service Sam, he's actually reported. Now we saw the beginning of this old elderly W lady. She was in the courtroom. She gave her opinion, right? So it's a lot of people speaking. We need to see the Anthony family make a statement. They need to make a statement, man. But let's look at this video. That's this alleged video that's out. That they saying that this is the video.
Secret Service Sam here with an update. Now, people are alleging that Tiffany Billions saw the video, and that she recorded it on her glasses, her Meta glasses. Now, I'm not sure, I cannot verify this, but here is a little bit of the video that she has, and people are saying that she was acting allegedly like she was on the Karmelo Anthony side, but some people are alleging that she might have been paid to sabotage parts of this case. Now, I cannot verify this, but all I have to say is if she does have the video, she needs to come forward and release it. Check this out. So now the question comes, does she actually have the rest of this footage? Somebody needs to release this footage so the public is able to see for themselves what actually happened on that day. I will always expose the truth behind the headlines, on the front lines. Secret Service Sam Out Sampson for president of the world.
And see, this way it gets real freaky and crazy. So now they're saying that they're alleging that Tiffany Billions might have recorded this on her Meta glasses. Like, come on, man. Yo, Miss Anthony, Mr. Anthony, y'all got to get out here and say something, bro. Y'all got to get out here, either put this to rest or get out here and say, listen, there's the tape. And hold the DA, the Attorney General, everybody accountable. Y'all got to get out here and fight for him. Right? No, like, we know he's a victim, but because he's a victim of these circumstances, we got to get out and fight. People are out here fighting for you, but I feel like we're fighting in the dark because there's nothing from y'all side. Somebody got to say something, right? Because you got all these accusations and all this weirdo stuff going on that I believe is doing more damage than good, right? So you still have people that are speaking on behalf of the Anthony family on what they saw in court, man. And they're being relentless. They're fighting because it goes beyond just Karmelo Anthony. This is happening to black people in courtrooms across America. And people are tired, right? So they're saying this.
I want to say that this press conference is for people who saw the video, because we want to make sure that we get that information out there. The other thing is that we have noticed major disparities when we look up statistically the sentencing structures that Judge Roach sentences minorities under. There's at least a 75% disparity in the length of the prison sentence when the defendant is of color. And so this is a concern for us here in Collin County. I reside here, and so I am concerned as a citizen. If the law is supposed to be equal and everybody is supposed to be protected under that law, then, sorry about that, that means every race of people are protected, right? And so with that being said, I'd like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to express what we saw and what we're concerned about here in Collin County.
Okay, sorry. You good right there? I'm Christopher King. I actually was a licensed attorney in Collin County several years ago, working with the city of Frisco on a certain project. But I'm Christopher King. My handle is KingCast online. I'm also a journalist, and I have a couple things for you briefly. Today I have filed my request for all exhibits used at trial. We'll see how that turns out. I had mailed it in before with a self-addressed stamped envelope, didn't get a response, so I figured I'd fly down here and file it in person this time. So as to this trial, what I see as an attorney, I saw what I believe to be malpractice. And I don't know why it happened, but I will tell you a couple of quick reference points. Number one, he allowed those students, young people, not professional people, to testify as to ultimate issues of fact, such as, was it murder or not? Yes. Was there provocation? Karmelo provoked him. That's not how it works. You have to make them elocute as to what Karmelo did to allegedly provoke a situation. That's how it works. And when you don't object to it in the cases in chief, you cannot come back later post hoc and then ask the judge and complain about it in a jury charge. There were also no expert witnesses produced, no use of force expert, no jury professional consultant was there that I know of. Okay, so these are all very serious questions on this case, and I don't understand it, but I don't like it, and I think this is the proverbial travesty of justice that we have just witnessed here, and there needs to be an investigation. It's not right. It's just not right. Yeah.
Thank you for your.
Are you close with the family?
So I actually speak with them. And so
what's next now?
So what's now, and this is what I stated at the beginning. What's next now is definitely a fight for justice. It's definitely a fight. They are definitely ready to file an appeal, which an appeal has officially been filed today. They're ready to move forward with seeing Karmelo get justice and seeing him getting a fair trial. That is all that they wanted from Collin County, was a fair trial. And unfortunately, and I did attend some of the proceedings, and unfortunately it does not appear to me that they received a fair trial, that Karmelo received a fair trial. So what's next for them is supporting their son, and we as advocates, we're going to continue to support Karmelo and support the family, and they're going to continue to fight for justice, and we'll be right there on the side of them. Thank you. So I'm not at liberty to speak to that, and that information has not been disclosed. So I don't want to speak on that right now.
Did you have any questions for us?
No, we're good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
I'm telling you guys, watch this case. I've investigated a lot of hokey cases. We're working on one with Hollywood right now. Bodie Miller's cousin, Nico Kenny, 20 years ago in New Hampshire, that was me. We have a website. We're working with the people. Well, I can't tell you that, but we're working with people. We rejected the people who did Murder Mountain because they were trying to cheap us out and take control. I investigate stuff.
So again, the one brother was an attorney, and he filed a motion in the court to get all the transcripts so he can go over it, and they didn't say nothing, so he flew down there to get it. People are dedicated to this. People are fighting, right, to get this change, right? So again, we need to have a press conference. We need to have a conversation about the video. And did the judge, was there foul play from the judge and the DA? We need to know. We need to know from the attorney that was on the case. Somebody got to say something, man. If not, I'm falling back, bro. Somebody got to say something. Somebody got to come out here and say, hey, this is what we was fighting against, but this is what they done. Right? Because I just feel like we fighting in the dark, man. And there's a lot of people sacrificing for this because we looking at this young boy get railroaded like they've been railroading people in this country. But listen, we can't do it by ourselves. We got to get help from the people that's on the inside, the people that's affected the most. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If y'all made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, and leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.